9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and off we go. Okay, we're going to start off at the house, and we'll head up to the castle after grabbing this $20. To continue the pre-race chatter that the YouTube crowd will have zero context for, Inglourious Basterds. Fun movie. Good movie. I don't think it's Tarantino's best from this century. Oh, single rupee. Honestly, like I still haven't watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so call me out for that. But both Kill Bill and Django, I feel, are better. $300. They killed him and didn't even take his wallet. What the heck? $20. Oh my gosh. Guards. Okay, just hearts. Alright. Nothing to go into the castle with, so off to the sanctuary, where I grab this chest here. Ice Rod. Interesting. Okay, that means there are 5 more items in Hyrule Castle. They may eventually be noteworthy. We'll find out. Eventually. Ooh, blue cane. I'm getting all the blue stuff. Will I get Bloomerang and Blue Mail next? We'll find out. Maybe a blue potion? Magic is actually useful. Oh! Oh, crab, don't throw it up there. What's wrong with you? Jerk crab. I'll have to pester the one in the woods. Flute! Oh no, it's an agassiz probably. Oh, the misery. Okay. I'm doing this very specifically. Ooh, small magic is a bonus prize. Alright, we don't have enough for both Bottle Vendor and Zora, but we will when we're done in Kakariko. Okay. And I should have killed enough things that now I have access to the tier 2 or 3 tree pull. 10 arrows. Okay. Oh god, it's just slightly more rupees. Alright. Oh, Peaches has arrived. I'll grab the safety bomb from those rocks, because I did not find a single bomb on the way in. Which is very strange, but here we are. You just gonna stand by my door there, Peaches? $20. The bow. Fun. The mirror. Okay, also quite good. And $20. Okay. We could still find bombs in here. Bloomerang. Well, there's another blue item. Mirror, also blue. The bombs were... well, a bomb would be blue, so please give me that. God, yeah, how am I so blue? I'm gonna talk to the bottle guy. 10 arrows. Alright. I was hoping maybe he would sell me bombs. It's happened. There are 4 chests I can get in here. Silver! Dear God. Silver arrows already. 20 bucks. 10 more arrows. God. No bombs. That's okay, we have a lot of money. In theory, I could just go buy some bombs. I'm going to check this chest here first, because you never know. Heart piece. Okay. Well, the bush crabs are distributing money, so I don't mind spending 50 bucks on 10 bombs. Funky little pose as he holds the bombs up. Did not get a chance to set up for the chicken clip. Alas. Glove. Well, that's fun. Also required, so I'm glad I came back for that. I am going to check what's in the well as well. I think it might just be one check, but we'll find out. Yeah. 10 arrows. Alright. Not really worth my time, but fine. It is funny, my dragon kind of looks like... there's 2 things that it's giving me. I don't know if you remember Dudley the Dragon, but it's kind of giving that a little bit. The way he sassily held up the bombs with just the one hand reminded me of how Dudley the Dragon only had one posable arm. Oh, that being a bottle... okay. Running back to the sick kid. Oh, Toriyama. 20 bucks. Alright. Waste of my time. I could see that, yeah. It's also reminding me of, I don't have swords, so I'm going to have a look over here before I actually commit to the foot race. Foot race is bombs. Well, that would have been nice before now, wouldn't it? Alright. I didn't check the map at all. It's fine. We're going to South Shore. I'll check map after. Right. There's... I was like, what was the other thing I was thinking of? And then I remembered. Alright. There's a Dirt League wrestling company called Shikara. They do comedy wrestling. And one of their wrestlers is dragon-themed. And he's just dressed like a dragon. And his name is Dragon. And I'm kind of reminded somewhat of Dragon by this guy. And we have 5 bucks there. Alright. Not really worth my time. Looks like we are going to continue with South Shore, but we can do Eastern Palace if need be. I'll pester that crab later. Ah. Ow. Alright, that was a little more than I had intended to use. Oh, that's a good bee. That works. Heart piece. 20 bucks. Heart piece. Hammer. And 20 bucks. Okay, hammer is a weapon at least. So that's good to get my hands on. Stun prize is $5. Oh my god, money. We are rolling in it. I am drowning in a sea of rupees that I don't really need. Dragon's got a horde. It seems that way, doesn't it? Also got hit by one of those crabs, so I took a lot of damage. Oops-a-daisy. Alright, what do we got in here? Heart piece. Alright, I was incorrect in my guess. Oh, being called again. Good luck. The good news is, with no sword, I can very easily set up my fake flippers. And then I can save my water walk for when I get over into the, for after I check with the fella under the bridge. Assuming I do this right. Ether medallion on there. That might be relevant. Do not get hit. Oh my god. Getting shot while you're fake flippering is terrible. Glitches the game. You end up having a basically soft reset. It's not good. Bombs. Alright, man. That's not super useful. Okay, no flippers means our water walking will persist through walking over shallow water, which is good because we're going to be doing that right here. Discord notifications is you. Oh, okay. Bombos and heart piece, or full heart container. And my bottle is fairy. Okay. I'm going to keep the B for the time being. B is useful. Let's see. Heart piece over there. I don't need to worry about that. And what's Zora selling me? The cape. Oh, interesting. I do like the cape. I'm going to consider that worth the money. Alright, well, go back to my house, I guess. And let's go do Eastern Palace. Yes, I'm keeping the fairy because I realize that a fairy can be used to track my movements in dark rooms. Ow. Where's Green Pendant? Skull Woods. Okay. Yeah, basically, as long as there's no enemies. $20. Blue Mail. And Moon Pearl. Oh, nice. Okay, well, that's Dark World access. It might not be an Agaseed. We'll have to see exactly what I need for, if I need to do Misery Mire, then it's an Agaseed. If I don't, then I don't need to worry about agging him. Also, this blue is a little bit rich for my blood. Right, it was $5. What was I saying? Oh right, I can't hammer dash because I don't have a sword. $20. Okay. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, Misery Mire. If Misery Mire is a crystal, then I will need to get the flute, because that's the only way to get into Misery Mire. If it's not a crystal, then I probably don't need to do Aghanim at all. Let's be honest, I'm gonna need to do Aghanim. There's no way they'd put the flute there and then not make you get it. That just feels, you know, weird to me. Right, I was talking about the bee in the bottle. As long as the dark room has no enemies in it, then the bee will follow you. If the dark room has enemies in it, the bee will try to kill them. So if the bee is following you, you can keep track of where you are in the room that way. Yoink! Oh my god. Full magic. Now that's useful. Stalfos are once again in the good item pack. $20, okay. You got him his help with the grumpy fish. Oh! Oh, I need to do the catfish. Big key is going to be vanilla. So let's go get that. This is how I'm tracking my movement in this dark room. And now I'm out of the dark room. Okay. There's our big key, as predicted. Right, grumpy fish. I was like, did I check that? I couldn't remember. And okay, last item is on the boss. You know what? The fuck am I stuck on? There we go. Oh my god, that was miserable. I'm again glad that I have a fairy in a bottle. Oh, Stalfos, I know you're in the good pack. Why could you not just drop a fairy for me? health, some arrows, a little more health, a few more arrows. Alright, let's go fight these knights. Armed with the silver arrows, they will die like dogs. $100. Alright, well, not the most useful thing that I could have gotten there, but it's something. Ah, gosh. I could do back of escape, or this might be a silly idea, but I'm gonna go do it. I can do pod. I have money for the monkey. I have the hammer. I have the silver arrows. I just don't have the lamp. Oh my god. And he doesn't even drop anything. Rude guard. The one drawback is I have to fight things using the hammer, which is, it hurts like hell, but it's a terrible weapon. It has a small hitbox, you can't dash with it. It doesn't cut things, so if there's like vines, then it doesn't do anything for those. Yeah. Monkey. You know what? There. Alright, do your thing, Kiki, while I have a drink of water. Wait, this is a pendant dungeon. Well, I'll check the first chest anyway. I know that it's not the green pendant either. Okay. I also know that pod is the mullet, so it's going to have things in the back. Actually, you know what? This might be a weird call, but I am going to stick in the dark world over here. Ow. I'm just not gonna... It'll be faster for me to run down here and into the dark world again through this portal than it would be to run all the way around. I need to see what the catfish has. And going this way means I can also check the pyramid ledge. Goddamn. Dark world hurts like hell. There's a fairy revival. That is all of my bottles empty now. That ain't great. We will live as long as we're careful. So yeah, we'll just be extra judicious with our movements. Hammer may not be the ideal thing to be running around with. Ooh, sword! Thank you! Oh my god. So worth it. Sword swings faster, it swings on a better arc, you can dash with it, and now I also have access to hammer dash and spin attacks. It knocks enemies back. Like, I just squared that guy up. That's great. Hey, let's do a quick map check. Okay. Everything other than Skullwoods and Pod. I knew Skullwoods was the green pendant. I knew that much. Sahasrahla told me. Oh boy. I guess that's kind of a thing. Sassy Pants usually has good info. Yeah, I mean, he will tell you where the green pendant is, reliably. So, there's that at least. I'm still in the Dark World. I am going to see what's in Hype Cave. God, Sahasrahla reminded me. Okay. Somebody quoted him from the first game, and it made me think of a joke, so here we go. Alright, I hope you're ready for a bad pun. Ow. Hang on. Let me not die first. Okay. What did Sahasrahla say to Robbie Williams and his bandmates before they embarked on an adventure? It's dangerous to go alone, take this. That is a joke that, yeah, I don't know if that's gonna land for anybody. Oh, heart piece, $50, bombs, arrows. Hype Cave is Wipe Cave. Alright. To explain the joke. Robbie Williams is a British musician. He's done some good music. But he got his start in a boy band that was called Take This. Sometimes I refer to him as the British Justin Timberlake, but I feel that's not fair to Robbie Williams. Bad name. Oh, one of their songs made it into the Kingsman soundtrack, if I recall correctly. Which, fun movie. Principally bad concept. Hey, what if the world's national security service was, like, privatized? It's like, oh, but also secret. I'm gonna go do the digging game. I'm like, that is a bad concept, but also an entertaining movie because the action scenes are very good. Hey, green potion. Thank you. I'll get out of here. Yeah, I mean, that's just like the general game music. Like if I go into the Aero game house here, it plays in there too. I guess we'll be entering the light world and running through Kakariko. I don't remember what I saw on the ledge here. Let's have a quick look. Nothing. Okay. Also, this is an Agaseed. It just clicked in my brain that yes, I do need to do. I do need to do Misery Mire. So this is an Aghanim seed. Do need to go fight that wizard. So honestly, maybe I ought to just head over to Hyrule Castle at some point. But also, I'm this close to the village, so I'm going to do these things here. There's this one really fun music video that Robbie Williams did for the song Rock DJ, where he's like a stripper. And so he's like, you know, dancing for these ladies that are throwing money at him, and he's taking off his clothes as he goes. And then you realize he's about out of clothes, and the video is only like maybe 2/3 of the way done. And then he starts peeling his skin off. Oh man, what a concept. $50. Yeah, eventually I think he got down to just his bones and he's a dancing skeleton. Which, it seems I'm easily amused by dancing skeletons. Between that and that one dancing skeleton in the background of House. Bombs. Okay. I've already done the south check. Yeah, I'll do Thieves Town. Why not? They're whimsical and fun. Exactly. It takes something kind of inherently horrifying and makes it goofy. Map. Okay. Ow. Fella? You can't just sneak up on me like that. God, when the Halloween party this year happens, I am probably bringing a house? I don't know. We'll see. Big key, alright. That's all the dungeon items. Oh my god, that sucks. And Master Sword. Thank god. Oh, I bunny beam into the green dragon, but he's crying. Okay. It's a good retort to martyrs. You ain't kidding. Ow. I'm just like, it's such a spectacle. It's extremely unique. It's a feast. It is. It is kind of amazing. I am honestly a little bit surprised that since its release, nobody has taken it upon themselves to try to ape the style somewhat. Because let's be real, the way that they did the effects in that movie was hilarious and I loved it. And also, it has to have been dirt cheap. Excuse me? That hit me? Gosh, I'm in danger. Why are you guys just arrows? Thank you. I could use health. So, of course, the lizards won't drop it. Oh, no. I could use health, I say, as I walk carelessly into the lizards. Those guys don't drop anything for me, of course. That would be too helpful. I'm guessing those... Ow. These fellas might be in the good pack? Like the Light World Guards? If one of them will drop something, please? None of them will drop anything. Alright, well there's a heart. That's something at least. Fairy. Thank God. Alright, health back. We don't have the small key yet, so I can't get into the big key room. That's fine. Hey lady. Small key. Alright, we're gonna go visit the big key room. Switch back over to my hammer. So I can do that. 20 bucks. Look, there it is. AI viewers. That's called bots. Seriously, that's just trying to cash in on, like, just the hype. The stupid AI hype. AI viewers. They're not like, there's no intelligence that they're trying to simulate. There's not anything. It's just a bot. It sits in your room and it looks at your thing. It's not like it's engaging in chat, you know? It's extremely dumb. Alright, we're doing this the easy way. Fire rod! Hey, look at that! Oh, Skullwoods has 2 items and a green pendant, so technically 3 items. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that. Apparently some streamers will bot view their haters/rivals and accuse them of botting. So petty. That is so petty. That's so petty it teaches JoJo how to use Hamon. Let's see, 20 bucks up there. I don't need that. No, that's okay, so Baron Zeppeli, when he shows up, yes, he's the one who first trains Jonathan on how to use Hamon, but he was trained by Master Tom Petty. All one word. Apparently it's Himalayan, and not at all just Tom Petty. Swear to God, Araki. We're not subtle. I do love the unsubtleness of that series. It is fun. Like, the fact that I am, shoehorning in the names of musicians and bands, it's so good. Like, the fact that I am meant to take seriously, and that he's very important, a character whose name is Robert E.O. Speedwagon, is one of the best things in the world to me. A heart piece, okay. Just the fact that, like, not only he introduces himself, the name is Robert E.O. Speedwagon, and we're all like, excuse me, what did you just say? And then he doesn't go away. He's there for the next part, and then the foundation that he starts with his oil money ends up being vitally important to the plot until the universe dies. Map, bombs, small key. Alright. He is one of the most influential characters in the series, and his name is Robert E.O. Speedwagon. And, like, he was kind of badass when he first showed up. Kinda. Also, we're gonna do Hyrule Castle. I can't check Dark Cross because I don't have the lamp. I can, however, go check out what's going on in Zelda's cell. So I have so far gotten, I want to say, 2 items from the castle, which means there's still 4 things to find. 3 things to find. And the good thing is that when I'm done here, I can just, like, zoop on out. I had the mirror. It's super easy to get out. Ooh, red cane! Extremely worth the trip in. That is a required item for 2 crystal dungeons. And it'll make a 3rd one extremely easy. Okay, what do we got in here? 20 bucks. Okay. I am not prepared to do Dark Aga. That is not happening. I thought about that for a second and realized, nope. Okay, where can I go next? Back to my house, and then I'll see what Agina has. Oh, I can't believe we're reduced to go pestering the fella in the desert, but here we are. You never know, he might give me a book. I will say, in regards to JoJo's, it is, there's one thing that felt like kind of a waste to me, and I'm sure Rocky felt like it was a little bit of a waste too, is, like, obviously when he's writing Part 1, Phantom Blood, he doesn't know if he's going to get any more, you know, is the series going to get picked up after this? He doesn't know. I'm going to go see what's on the ledge, and then I guess I'll save and quit and go up the mountain using the darkness. But yeah, so as Jonathan is, you know, going through Dio's forces, he just comes across 4 ghouls that introduce themselves as the 4 members of Led Zeppelin. 300 bucks, okay. And I'm like, and then they died in one panel. They died like so many trolls put into Homestuck by Kickstarter. They're just like, hi, I'm Paige, hi, I'm Plant, hi, I'm Bonham, and hi, I'm Jones. And then they're dead. Just random ghouls. God, what could the game possibly want me to do? It can't want me to do this in the dark. Yeah, sure, give me some money. Why not? Like this in the dark, not required. So I'm gonna guess Lamp is probably in Skullwoods. That is a hole. Okay, there's our old man. Down around the other hole, up along the curved wall, down into the bat-filled zigzag. And we have officially rescued the old man. Ow. Who gives me a heart piece. Which isn't a bad prize, I suppose. Ow. Oh, so much for my Speed glitch. Anyway, he just put, you know, 4 of the most influential rock musicians of all time in a throwaway panel in his comic, because I'm sure he just wanted to get them out there before, you know, he thought that he might not get picked up for more. I could see that being the case, right? Gosh, okay. I could do Spike Cave. Not gonna do Spike Cave, though. No fairy. Alright. I guess I'll dip in here. Oh, big key. Don't mind if I do. Arrows is in Kakariko well. Yes, I know that. Half magic? Okay. God, it's been a while since I just walked up this tower all normal style, hasn't it? Like, Hera is not usually an optimal place to go. 50 bucks, okay, that's 2 items. Yeah, okay, that's all the items out of Tower of Hera. It's a crystal, though, so let's keep going. Yeah, there's 2 items and a small key left. And 3 checks. There's the boss, there's the big key chest, and there's the chest in the basement. It is weird. I complained earlier about hating to use the hammer for, like, a weapon, but it honestly might be my weapon of choice for dealing with Moldorm. Like, using the sword puts me... The sword having the bigger hitbox means that it will bounce off of his head more often. Yeah, it's situationally correct. The smaller hitbox of the hammer is uniquely optimal for Moldorm. Alright, let's check Spiral Cave. I should have checked the floating island before I checked Spiral Cave. Oh well. We'll get it on the way back up. I will actually go all the way back up. 20 bucks, alright. I certainly don't need that magic. I filled up on that boss. Would you guys please get out of the way? That's the wrong cave. Doing this way is slightly faster. Heart container, heart piece, bonk. Okay, and then up in the top level, let's see what we've got. The book. Full heart container, we have the flippers. Another full heart, and more arrows. Okay, well the good news is we got the book. which means I will be headed back across the bridge to the Ether Tablet. Actually, a good find. Also means we can do the Desert Palace. And I'm going to check this. Red Boomerang. Also, I have Green Potion, I have both the red, I have the Blue Cane, and I have the Cape. I'm going to do Spike Cave while I'm up here. Alright, what do we got here? We have Green Potion. Okay, that's all 4 bottles. That's strange. Okay, I'm gonna get the Blue Cane ready. Because it is much, much easier to get health back than it is to get magic back. So if I just use a little bit, that's great. Okay, well, as stated, it's easier to get my health back. Alright, well, we got the book now, so let's go see what's on Bombo's tablet, I guess. And we'll also do the Desert Palace. God, I'm just missing the Titan's mitts, and I'll be able to probably go do Turtle Rock. God, I have the flippers too. I can do part of Swamp Palace, but okay. Ow. Swamp Palace. Except without the, if you don't have the hook shot, Swamp Palace feels like a bad move. But here's the thing, sometimes the hook shot is in Swamp Palace. That's how it is in the vanilla game, so I don't know. $50. Okay. This place shouldn't be too long. It's not even... Why did I think this was a crystal? Alright, there's 2 items in here. Let's go get them real quick. I've come this far, why not? Small key, alright. Run over here. Big key, alright. There's 1 item. Okay, so we can open the big key chest, we can get whatever's on top of the torch. If the last item is on the boss, I don't care that much to get it. Map, okay. Not gonna bother with that. Okay, that's all the items. Desert Palace, why do you suck so bad? Oh, I think it was just some money out here, so I'm gonna grab that. Because you never know, money, useful. it can be used to buy potions and such. Okay. Right. I was like, why have I not gone to fight Aga yet? And the reason for that is, I need that goddamn lamp first. I can't see in the dark, and there's so many dark rooms on the way up to Aga. Kara is going to have a significant edge on most of the other racers. I already talked to Sick Kid. Hammer for this. And we're in. Alright. I shouldn't do Skull Woods, but I'm going to do Skull Woods. It feels like the most obvious place. But I'm going to start in the back, because I have that ability. I definitely should have purchased some red potions while I was on my way in, but I didn't. So that's on me. Ow. There's our big key. Okay. Interesting get. I was hoping for small magic out of that. It did not happen. Okay. And also, while I'm back here, I can use the mirror to see what's going on the pedestal. Which also makes sense to me to do. It's money. Well, at least they didn't give us a combination of Ped Seed and Aga Seed. 1 is bad enough. 2 is a little much. Small key. Alright. A little bit of magic back to compensate for that little bit that I used. Let's get all these guys on screen at the same time. It's just easier to deal with them like this. Possibly cheaper too, I don't know. Okay. As per usual, I am in magic conservation mode. Oh, you fuck... Get off me. Okay. Magic conservation mode. Magic conservation mode appears to have been unnecessary. As one of those guys just straight up dropped for me a full magic. Time to go kill a moth. There we go. Okay. Mothula has free the map. Okay. So we got the green pendant. Okay, so we got the map. We got a small key. And 20 bucks, I think? So there's one more item in here, so let's keep looking. No, not 20 bucks, the big key. So I think there may still be 2 items in here. Possibly. I missed. No! Get back in there. Just wanted to hug the wall. Alright, 5 bucks there. And small key. So it's either this chest or the... Oh my god. You know what? Be frozen. Heart piece. Okay. Which means this chest is going to be the compass, right? Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, I am now officially so armed with stuff. My map, what are my options? I can get into Pod, I can get into Swamp Palace. I cannot complete either at the moment. I can't rescue the blacksmith. So I guess... Oh man, I don't even know. This is weird. I guess we'll go to... Yeah, we'll turn in the green pendant to Sahasrahla. And then, I guess, check the front areas of Pod? Like, getting this green pendant is something I could have done for a while now. So this feels likely to be the lamp. It's 10 bombs. Alright, well, Pod is also something I could have done for a while now. Lamp is elusive. It's also elusive spelled with an I. Exactly. Okay, hit that. We're gonna go check out the front of Pod. It is a pendant. And the only pendants left are shitty ones. But this is something I can do. I mean, I have the hammer, so technically the front of Swamp Palace is also something I could do, but I'm over here. God, they're both viable targets, and they're both... Well, Swamp is technically a crystal, so that would technically be a better target. But I'm already over here, so this is what I'm doing. I already did that first check. It was a small key, which means I go through this door. Let's see, are you going to be a small key too? No, it's a heart piece. Alright, that's 1 item out of 5. It's actually a little surprising. Why did I do that? I can't get that chest. I don't have another small key. Now I could get that chest, but I'm down here. Silly. Alright, well, we'll go around this way then. I do have the bow, so I can get through here just fine. Piece of art requires the bomb. Makes sense. There's many bombable walls that probably conceal pieces of heart. I do love that you can just dash right through all that. It's not even an obstacle if you know when to dash. Small keys, alright. Is that right? That was right. I'm going to check that middle chest again, because I can actually get to it now. There is a decent chance that it is something I need. The big key, perhaps. That does happen fairly often. Alright, or it's an item. Oh, my magic was already full. Okay. If only I had a bug net. Oh, catching a fairy would be useful. Sword beams are also useful. We knew it. I'm going to check the chests over here before I do anything. Small key. Alright. Compass. Small key. Ow. Okay. Harmless Hellway down here might be what I'm looking for. It's the last light room area in here. Oh! Well, that's interesting. That's required. I'm glad I found that. Of course, now I gotta deal with this. Easier just to use bombos to clear all those guys out. Okay, big key. Okay, on the right path, 20 bucks. And the map, which means Helmsor has something. I'm not fighting him though. It's dark. And you know what? Found the Titan's mitts, so I'm not gonna bother with the rest of that. Titan's mitts opens up a whole new array of things for me to do. So I'm gonna go do one of them. It's certainly not in logic, I will say that much. I am fully in sequence breaking territory here now. Oh gosh, you know what I'm gonna do? Fuck them sequences. Exactly! I have a bunch of empty bottles. What do you have for me, Fairy Fountain? Fairies! Oh my god! Perfect! Considering I am about to enter the Ice Palace. No, fair is fair. I did stab that guy. I guess he can spit fire at me. Yeah, speaking of sequence breaking, here we go into the Ice Palace. 3 items total in here. Not exactly what you call a treasure trove, but it's something. Cash is in Ganon's tower. You don't say. No hook shot, so this is going to be a little bit annoying, but it'll be okay. There's our big key, which I did need. Why did I not just shoot those guys with arrows? I have no idea. In retrospect, that would have been the play. Oh yeah, now that I have the Titan's bits, I can also rescue the blacksmith. There we go. Compass, alright. Flip around because I need the hammer next. That's just silly. I didn't need to dash. I just kind of wanted to. Small key. Heart piece, alright. Yes, with no hook shot, I actually do need to do some of these things in a specific manner. Heart piece, okay. That's 2 items. Just one more. Will it be anything useful? Red mail. Yeah. We are now officially Red Dragon. Starring Ralph Fiennes. Ow. Yeah. I forget, did they get Anthony Hopkins for Hannibal in that? Was he... Because, like, I know, like, it is the prequel to Silence of the Lambs. Gosh, it feels weird doing this, but we're doing this. I haven't seen it in a while either. I just know Ralph Fiennes and Edward Norton. Map. Okay. We got that one. God, my brain is picturing somebody like an F. Murray Abraham in the role. Also, wait a minute, is that, that's both of the red crystals? Okay. Both of the red crystals means I can go buy the bomb. I also should grab that ether medallion at some point. I might need it, I do not know. I'll worry about Pyramid Fairy after the fact, because Swamp Palace... The lamp's got to be in Swamp Palace. I'm racking my brain about what it could possibly be. And I'm about out of options for places I could have possibly visited without sequence breaking. Yeah, I'll grab that little bit of health. Like, I don't think it was F. Murray Abraham specifically who played Hannibal Lecter, but I'm picturing somebody who's like the same general shape, if that makes sense. Let's check the hint tile. What do you got for me? Heart containers in Paradox Cave. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm gonna need bombs next. Heart piece, that's one of the 6 items in this stupid dungeon. The 2 dungeons with the most items in them are Swamp Palace and Hyrule Castle. It's just Hyrule Castle is not worth doing. Also, I can't do Specky Clip. I don't have the hook shot. I actually need to do the thing with the hammer. Oh, okay, so they did get Anthony Hopkins for that. Did it come out? Okay. Probably a silly question. It came out before Silence of the Lambs, right? Like, they didn't do 2002. Oh my god, never mind. Okay, that's well after Silence of the Lambs. In fact, I think that's after the Hannibal sequel. They must have been really thinking, like, let's milk this IP for as much as we can. Oh, Quake. Okay. Yeah, it's true. There is a lot to milk in that series. As is evidenced by the TV show fandom. God, I actually need to do this place in a specific order. Okay, Fire Snake, you need to die. Let's grab this key. Now I need to go back up and around. I'm so used to stealing keys in this place for future doors. The fact that I can't do it here is throwing me. Oh, I hate him. Honestly, it's probably faster to just go around than to do the diver down trick. I'm like, let me double check. Do I have a big key yet? No, I don't. Oh god, and you know what's... this Swamp Palace is such a chore to do without the big key too, because I need to actually like climb up these stairs twice and jump in this hole twice. Let me do this one first. Map. Alright, normally I just hookshot across, but I don't have the hookshot, so we gotta actually walk around. Jump in a hole. Dodge all the shit, and by dodge I mean get hit by. Big key! Oh my god, they're really dragging this out, aren't they? It is funny. Okay, I know that, like, I have opinions of Edward Norton and his acting. He usually comes across kind of flat. $5. Well. Huh. Color me a little bit baffled. Yeah, Ed Norton is usually, I find him kind of flat and cardboardy. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know if it's just me. If anybody else has this experience, you know, you're valid. I do like him, it's just, you know, I don't feel like he's putting a whole lot of emotion into it, you know? Maybe it just feels that way, I don't know. But I also know I have seen him in the roles where I didn't even know it was him. And then he pulls that out, and I just see, like... Okay, the big thing that comes to mind, I didn't know it was even him, was he played King Baldwin? He played the masked leper king of Jerusalem in the Kingdom of Heaven. And he didn't even get in the credits? Like, I guess maybe he was like fighting with the director or he didn't want his name on it or something? Something happened and he's not credited. $20, heart piece. How about my bottles? Bottles are all full. Okay. Oh, we're gonna save and quit. Yeah, it is an interesting movie. It's about, basically, yeah, the siege of... it's in the Crusades. You know, there's the King of Jerusalem, played by Edward Norton. He wears a mask because he's got leprosy. He's, you know, and you know, leprosy, it's not exactly what you call a pleasant disease. I did come back to the well, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, it's got Orlando Bloom. I think Jeremy Irons is in it. I don't remember who played... I want to say they were getting sieged by Saladin, but I might be wrong on that. It was a good flick. And that king did not strike me as particularly Edward Norton. So the fact that I found it after the fact, hey, wait, that was him, had me like, oh, maybe he's better than I thought. Maybe it just takes specific circumstances to get something out of him. Alright, we're going to rescue this guy. I still have not found mushroom nor magic powder. So I don't know what's going on. Ugh, health. Okay. Yeah, I'm like, if I had the mushroom or the magic powder, I could do, I could get the magic bat too, but I don't. So, here you go. Visit your husband. What do you got for me? Holy shit. Holy shit. How does that make sense? Did I not find Titan's mitts in a dark room? Excuse me? It was the lamp. The thing that I need. I'm grabbing the purple chest. I'm taking it home. And I'm bringing it to the desert to get it unlocked. There will not be a better time for this, and then I will make a beeline directly for Aghanim's stupid face. What the heck? I'm going to need to review the footage because there's no way. How? I'm pretty sure I found the Titan's mitts in the dark. Or possibly close to being in the dark. This is a weird seed. This is a very weird seed. What a bizarre sequence of fetch quests and just odd, go here for one thing and then get out, you know? But it's fine, we will have our flute soon. The fact that we have the lamp now means we can also do Dark Cross at any point, but I'm not too pressed about that. I think the lamp may have been the last thing we needed other than hookshot. Yeah. And hookshot could be up on Dark Death Mountain, which will be in logic now. Cool. Yeah, Dark Death Mountain in logic now because I've got the Titan's mitts. Wait, I don't need to fight you. Let me leave. Yeah, like, mazes that I have done dozens of times before I have trouble with, there is no shot of me completing this place successfully in the dark. Not gonna happen. How infrequently do I do Aghanim? I avoid it if I can. Guard's like, what the heck? That guy got lucky. Realistically, he should be dead. Piece of heart held by someone friendly. Not anymore. Wonder how many races will find the lamp. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if Kara just skips it. But, yeah, no, it's a kind of important item. Like, unless you are able to do Dark Aghanim, you are getting that lamp. No! Okay. That guy will have no idea what happened. Aga's gonna be like, hey guard, what the fuck were you doing? He's like, oh, what do you mean? I was doing my patrol. He walked in here. He watched me sacrifice a maiden to the darkness. I mean, hang out. Guard will have no excuse. Off with his head. Alright, so Stage 1 Aga, we just have the one of him to fight. Still requires 6 hits, of which we just got 1. Still shoots out blue balls, of which we just saw 1. The fact that we only get 1 of him means that, I actually need to, you know... He's easier to coordinate hits on, but he's also more likely to not throw out something you can bounce back. The Aga copies always shoot out the balls that you can launch back at him. We're up to 3 hits now. 4 hits. So no matter what happens with the copies, you are able to bounce something back and actually do damage. As opposed to Stage 1 Aga here, who occasionally shoots these blue balls. 5 hits, just 1 more, but he's going to go for lightning next. And Dark World. Alright. Portal, open. Take me away, Calgon. It is true. Hopefully, Aga eventually found relief. Okay, so now I'm in the light world, I'm going to save and quit, and I'm going to go to the Sanctuary. Then I'm going to go to the woods huts, the lumberjack hut. So I want that flute. The whole reason I even bothered with that guy. The enemies are more difficult in the world now. That's very whatever. I can deal. Imagine having that guard's life. You're out doing your patrol, a dragon walks by, swings a sword at you that shoots a beam, and then he runs away. And you're like, what just happened? I was like, why do I have 2 Discord notifications? I was sure one of them was Wordle, and sure enough, one of them is Wordle. The other one is a different server's Wordle. Yeah, you know, another server of mine does Wordle, so I was like, if I just dip in and, like, start the game up after I've already solved it in the other server, it counts me as entering for both. So I get to show off my scores in 2 servers. I say show off as though I don't typically do kind of mediocre. It's fine. The fun is in the game. Okay. You know what? We're gonna do Misery Mire first. The game anticipates you having the hook shot for this. We're gonna look at Misery Mire first. I realize I might not be able to get in. I can get in. Okay. The game anticipates you having the hook shot for this. The entrance does require, in-game logic, the hook shot. $20, $50, but through the powers of bonks, we can actually enter the dungeon without the hook shot. So that's what I'm gonna do, just as soon as I hit the checkerboard cave. Bombs. I don't need those. Okay. No, get away from me, bird. Alright, well, he didn't even have the decency to drop anything. What a jerk. Yeah, there I am on the Wordle, complete middle of the pack. How did I do in the other server? Also kind of middle of the pack. I guess you could say I'm scoring average Joe here. Okay. So there's 2 items total in this dungeon, which makes it not super hard to get everything, especially if you have a good strategy for clearing the place, and I like to think I do. Small key. Alright. From there, with that small key, we will head to the right and not open any locked doors over here, because Fishbone Room is the only thing on the other side here, and I don't need that. Map. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna leave. I don't need all that heat. Arrows? Don't mind if I do. This is going to be a boss fight where I make a liberal use of arrows. Nice, let me hit that. And... Fire rod, fire rod, fire rod, fire rod. Small key. We hate it. Speaking of hating it, let's go check the cutscene chest, which I'm guessing is probably going to be vanilla big key. It takes a little while to go through. Alright, jump into the hole. And, oh, look at that! Vanilla Big Key. As predicted, thus it has come to pass. But wait, we're not done yet. There's still a chest over here for me to open. the big chest as well, and one more small chest. Got a small key there. Come on. That's what we're looking for. And the compass. Okay, which means the big chest is going to have something of use, I hope. Okay. Tempered sword. Well, it is useful. I'll give it that much. Not quite what I was looking for. In fact, what I was looking for was the hook shot. Starting to get a little bit concerned. But then I do also have a whole Dark Mountain to check, so we're probably fine. Red cane. Yeah, this place also sucks to do in the dark. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. I'm like, I need to hit that, but it's so far and I don't have any decent ranged weapons. Oh, fairy. Suddenly I have a decent ranged weapon now. Sword beam. Unfortunately, a little too late. I already had full magic. Okay. Ow. Alright, let's go ahead and get our silver arrows ready. Alright. 1, 2, and he's dead. What do you have for me, Vitreous? Bombs! Worthless! Alright. Well, the important thing is we finished in that dungeon. 2 more to do. They are Swamp Palace and Turtle Rock. Let's walk down here a little bit just so that I'm no longer in the confines of this dungeon. And I guess we're going to go up here and, like I indicated before, Dark Death Mountain, here we come. Oh my gosh. I just realized there is a very real possibility I'm going to need to do this twice, because if I need the Ether Medallion to get into Turtle Rock, I don't have it. I know where it is, but I don't have it. So we're being a little bit risky. But after all the shit I've put up with so far, I think taking some risks is probably acceptable. Watch as I've just jinxed it, right? I like that I described it as having a whole Dark Death Mountain to check, despite the fact that one of the caves is the Hookshot Cave. So I don't have a whole Dark Death Mountain to check, I have Super Bunny Cave to check. And Turtle Rock, I hope. It's Bombos, thank God. I was not looking forward to needing to go back down. Okay. Alright, first stop is going to be Super Bunny Cave, because Turtle Rock is annoying to do without the hook shot. I'm also going to lift this up just because. I want the mirror so I can delete blocks. Please. Whatever. Bombs. Okay. Bombs. I don't think the hookshot cave can have the hookshot in it, because the first chest that you can get to, you can reach via bonks, but I don't think the game knows how to count bonks. So like that? Yeah, $1. Okay. Alright, well, exciting times. We're going to Turtle Rock. Wow! Tier 3 tree pull is full magics. Lost Arrows is in the Lost Woods. Yes, Tier 3 tree pull is obtained by killing 4 enemies and getting hit once, I believe. Very strange requirement, but here we are. Small key. Alright. Naturally, I of course get hit. No hookshot means I'm also going to need to do this thing legitimately. Yes, the only way to... Oh, there's Taco finishing. Oh my gosh. I thought for sure it was going to be Kara. I'm pretty sure she knows Dark Aga better than any of us. Container, big key. Okay. I just had a terrible premonition. What if my hookshot is hiding in Dark Cross? Because in theory, I know that dark room. I just hate to do it. That would suck. But I mean, that's going to go on my list of things to check after I'm done here, I guess. Oh, powder would be so nice right now. Taco has left a comment on the race seed, but I won't be able to see it until the race is over. Don't mind me while I step through here. Map. Okay. Oh no. Somebody just DM'd me Cowabunga dude. And my brain just immediately goes, you're menstruating. When I'm done the race, I'm going to have to ask if that's what he means. God, it's such a weird thing for a period tracking app to send you a message with. Okay, Mimic Cave, do you have my hook shot? You have 300 bucks. They probably... You know what? That's probably it. I didn't even consider that. 10 arrows. There we go. Oh man! Oh my gosh! Made forfeited. I've never seen that before. So it's not really tracking their ID. True. Things I don't think about. Small key. Oh, I'm gonna take hits in here because I don't have the hook shot to dodge. Ow. Let's stop by here. Yeah, no, I can't even blame them for that. Hey audience, if you're using any sort of apps to track medical stuff or like bodily functions or what have you, you don't have to give them your real name. That is not a requirement. Butter sword. Compass. And oh, there it is. There's the hook shot. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Last fucking possible moment. Servo just finished. I'm gonna grab this full magic code. Here's what I'm gonna do. Alright, first we deal with the fire head, so I need the ice rod. It will die pretty quickly. And now out he comes. Alright. Respectable fight. I can't even believe the hookshot was in Turtle Rock. And the fire shield. Alright. My shield matches my character model now. So does the Titan's mitts. God, Turtle Rock really was a loot pinata. Okay. Back into the light world. Here we go. I'm now a dragon armed with a golden sword and a shield that blocks fire. Very handy. Why am I putting the portal so far down? Whatever. It's fine. Servo just said GG, as did Taco. Yeah, oh my gosh. This is gonna be weird. By virtue of the fact that I am going to finish this race, I'm going to place ahead of presumably 2 people. Unless, of course, Maid opts to unforfeit. But at this point, they've forfeited and they've stayed that way for a little bit, so I think they're actually done. Alright, into the back we go. We are armed with the Butter Sword, which is going to make this boss trivial. Also, I have the red cane, so I am going to be able to just, you know... do that. Speed things along. I don't know why I'm looking in chests now. I mean, I didn't get everything from the dungeon, I'm sure, but I think I have everything I need. I mean, in theory, I could find the mirror shield. It might be useful. Probably not. Servo just left a comment. Alright, what are we going to see on the boss as the reward, I wonder? It's going to be an item. I'm going to guess... Bug net. Shaving an eyeball. Everybody's favorite weekly activity. Hey, 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 hey. Go on. Go. Alright, what do you got for me? $1. Sweet. You know, it doesn't matter. I have 2 fairies in bottles. I have 2 green potions. I'm set for bottled goods. Off we go to Ganon's Tower. I cannot even fucking believe this is what I'm dealing with. Swamp Palace. You know what? It's actually faster to go around this way, I believe. I just ain't been doing it because I didn't have the hookshot until now. Right, red boomerang. I don't need that. I have the hookshot now. And let's be honest, the tricks to get, like, to hit switches, you know, from the reverse shot on the boomerang, actually work better with the bloomerang than the red one. So, we won't be getting that. And I guess we won't be going back into Hookshot Cave for any of the goods in there. Whatever they may be, I do not need them. Go, my ladies, and I will have a drink. I also realized the heating pad turned off because it's been a while. There we go. Oh, yeah, small key, alright. Kara just finished. Big key. Alright, we're going immediately up the middle. Yeah. Oh, so, for the audience that is unaware of the situation, basically, I don't know what the hell happened, but, ow. I woke up on Thursday with a somewhat considerable amount of lower back pain in the tailbone area. No idea what happened. It happened in my sleep. I woke up like that. And I have been dealing ever since. I tell you, not fun. I'm sitting on one of those round cushions, except it's not like, you know, it's not one that's intended for this purpose. It is, in fact, one that's supposed to be like a travel pillow for your neck. It's the same shape. It'll work in a pinch. And more importantly, it was $14. And it existed at the store. Hey, fairy. Now, I do have something coming that will hopefully help even more, but I am feeling a little bit better, which is good. That said, I have been sitting here for a hot minute, so I've had to shift in my seat a few times, and I'm like bracing myself for impact each time, basically. Terrible first cycle. A reasonable second cycle. Sure, I'll take that. There are still 3 of us racing. Whoever passes soon. Me too, let me tell you. And it's so weird, like, tailbone is so fucky. Like, if I get up, if I'm moving around, I'm fine. I can jump, I can jog, I can do whatever. The moment I sit down, it's Painesville. It's not good. It's a bad time. I also have had the bruised tailbone, which is how I know that that's exactly what's going on here. Not when I was 10, mind you. Significantly into adulthood. Bombs. What am I doing? I don't need these. This was, I want to say, like 10-ish years ago at this point, maybe? Maybe more. Pain as an adult is always worse. Yeah. Well, it's like as a kid, you don't necessarily even know. you know? But yeah, no, I had gotten a phone call from work at that point, and they were like, hey, do you want to come in? Somebody called in sick, so we have an opening shift. And I'm like, yeah, sure. I got nothing going on today. And it was winter out, and the driveway was not shoveled. So I step out onto the driveway, and the very first step I take, my foot hits the ice and it comes right out from underneath me, and I land on my tailbone. Very Canadian story. I may have just scored 3 hits on accident. So naturally, I turned around and I went into work. I turned around, I went back into home, and I'm just like, I'm calling work. Ice is the worst. Oh, I hate it. You fell down a hill, your apartment building was on the top of the hill, and the garbage bins were at the bottom. I feel that. This house was also on a very steep hill, and we also had to put the garbage down at the bottom of the hill. It was a bad time. It was a bad time. Alright, let's kill this pig. We're eager about encouraging thinking outside the box when there's any evidence of thinking inside of it. He's calling us dumb. Welcome to stage 3 already, bitch. He cannot deal. Oh, but yeah, no, it was not the best time because I had to turn around, go right back into the house, call work, and say, "Hey, remember how I said I would come in?" That's actually not gonna happen. Oh my gosh. And then on top of it, I also had to miss the next day's shift that I was scheduled to work because I was in traction. Ganon, dead. Okay. Oh, and the worst part is, okay, that's not even like the worst injury I have had in my immediate family. Also, done. We are finished. I have beaten Hub Hikari and Steve and Maid. Alright. Go me. We did it. Yeah, God. My mother also had an issue with ice one year. She doesn't even have... The house she was living in, no hill... Flat ground the minute you step outside of the door. Well, okay. Door, porch, 1 step down, driveway. Flat. I'm like, okay, that's not so bad. And she managed to, at one point in the winter, step outside and slip and fall and break both of her wrists. I'm just like, how? That's the worst. Both? Yeah. Now, I wasn't living at home at that point, so, you know, I wasn't around to help. But, yeah. The first time you broke her ankle, it was in a crosswalk. Oh, yep. Dwarven Swordsmiths. Piggy bank kid. Alright, yeah, you did have money. Yeah, like... I don't know. I usually consider myself to be fairly, you know, sure-footed. Just money on the pedestal. But yeah, any times I have managed to actually slip and fall, it has been... It's been ice. I know my commute to work these days involves walking down a relatively steep hill. And in the winter, it is hazardous. And like there's a construction project that's going on that like is flat, so if need be I can walk through there, except the workers are like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, I'm not even near the building, guys. Come on, shut the fuck up. Don't make me walk down the hill. It's slippery. Oh, okay, here's my details. First sword, 25 minutes. Flute in 1 hour and 30. Mirror in 4 minutes, 5 seconds. Very quick on the mirror. 1 swordless boss kill. Right, Armus Knights. None with the fighter's sword, 5 with the master sword, 1 with the tempered sword, 4 with the gold sword. 808 damage taken, 2600 magic used. We love magic. 57 bonks, 12 save and quits. 0 deaths, 1 fairy revival. Which was almost a death. 2 minutes, 30 minutes. 2 minutes, 30 seconds spent in menus. Just over 9 minutes spent lagging. 170 out of 216 for items collected. For a grand total of 2 hours, 6 minutes, 51.22 seconds. Or if we go by actual time, 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 50 seconds. Yeah, we never found the mushroom. We never found the powder. No net, no shovel. The magic bat was never awakened. Tragic. Yeah. All in all, respectable seed. No, disrespectful seed. Holy shit, what am I saying, respectable seed? That hookshot placement. Ooh. That lamp, and I am going to have to go back and review the footage, because I don't remember exactly where I found those Titan's mitts, but I feel like I had to go through at least 1 dark room to get them. This felt dirty. I don't know. Comment if you agree.